Python is where I would recommend you get started. Um, I'm gonna go on a bit of a tirade here. A tirade's wrong. A rant, maybe. Let's see. So I feel like Python is one of the best, not just starter languages, but languages due to how good of a starter language it is, in part, and then it goes a little bit further than that. So there's a lot of really basic languages, basic itself included, that are easy to get started with. But then as you mature, as you learn new patterns, as you grow your skills, you'll hit a ceiling with those where trying to do anything advanced or complex is too much of a chore to really be worth it, or you're fighting against the language the entire time. And then you graduate, to a big boy language or whatever. Um, Part of that is horseshit, but that is how it works out. But at any rate, Python is wonderful because you can use it to write a one line script if you want. You don't even need a file. You can just pass script text to the Python executable, um, all the way up to like a full blown multi tiered web application running in Docker with multiple worker nodes and talking to Redis and all this crazy shit. And there are a million steps in between. And the community is pretty good. They have You can code with it any way you want, but they have a set of sort of like established norms that they call PEPs, PEP. It's like Python enhancement proposals or something like that. That can give you a wonderful idea of sort of how you're expected to use the language and some of the good patterns and practices that you should employ if you want to be successful with it. So I love Python. I think it's wonderful. The whole back end of this, well, not this in particular, because this is currently a prototype that has no backend. Um, but the backend for this bot that I'm chaining this new feature into is Python. And most of my development, if it is backend, is going to be Python. I've started dabbling with Node just a little bit here and there, and I do ASP.NET, like C# stuff at work. But yes, Python's wonderful. It has such a large variety of use cases, not only in the size and complexity of the things that you can build, but the industries that are able to employ it and sort of like how it's able to stretch itself to meet multiple different constraints. It's really big in data science right now. I think it's overtaking R as sort of the darling language for that. It has a really strong web development background. It has a really strong, system administrator, IT sort of person background for writing scripts. It's actually the template language of sorts for things like, I think, Salt, which is maybe Ansible for that matter, which are like infrastructure management tools. So it's all over the place. Sorry if that was too much.